Welcome back, Nail Queens. Today I have a very short and easy tutorial for you using Soul Dip's new jelly tips and the rest of their gel product line to attach these jelly tips. Soul Dip sent over the short almond tips for me to try, and let me tell you, I am amazed and in love with these tips already. But let's get straight into the tutorial. Right now I'm sizing out my thumb, and the tip fits from sidewall to sidewall, and I like that it has a curved area at the cuticle. I need to dehydrate my nails, so the very first thing I need to do is take the nail dehydrator, apply it on my nails, and just dehydrate the nails. That's literally what it does. My nails are going to get a little dry, you're going to see right here. Now I have to apply 2 coats of the nail primer. This is going to help any of the gel products I apply to my nails today stick really well. So you can etch the underside of your jelly tips with a e-file. I also like to chemically etch them with the primer. So I'm literally like scrubbing the primer onto the underside of the jelly tip. Now I'm going to apply another coat of the primer to my nails because this is the second coat. 2 is always better than 1. With every jelly tip mani, I always apply a layer of gel base. It also helps the jelly tip stick to the nails really well. So I'm going to apply a thin coat of this. You don't want your gel base to be very, very thick. I'm going to apply a thin coat to the entire nail and then cure this in my nail lamp for 60 seconds. Now it's almost time to apply the jelly tip. You need to use a nail gel glue to adhere the jelly tip to the nails. This has a thicker consistency than gel base, kind of similar to builder gel. What you're going to do is take the nail gel glue and apply it to the underside of the tip. I like to apply a thin layer over the entire etched area, whether you chemically etched or used an e-file to etch. Then I take my brush and I just scrape it like this at the cuticle area, and it leaves a good sized dollop at the cuticle area. I bring my little nail curing lamp closer to me and then I turn it on. Then I make sure that my hand is placed above the lamp before I press the nail down to my cuticle area. So I take the tip, pressing down at the cuticle area, holding firmly so that the gel seeps towards the free edge of my nails. You do not want the gel to go too far past the free edge because it can touch your skin. So once it hits the free edge, put your nail under the curing lamp and let it flash cure. Usually in about 5 to 15 seconds, the tip is cured on there, but you also need to fully cure in a full size, like 48-watt lamp in order for it to properly cure all the way. Now this next step is optional, but I highly, highly recommend it, especially if your gel seeped more further out of the cuticle tip on the underside. Take your gel top coat and take a small amount of it and drag it on the free edge of the tip so that the gel just kind of like sticks under there, and try to help it float until it meets the nail gel glue. If the nail gel glue really seeped out further out on the underside of the tip, you're basically trying to cover the nail gel glue with the gel top coat. This is a no wipe gel top coat, and what it basically is going to do is cover the nail gel glue, so if anything sticks to it, like lint, it won't actually stick to the gel. The nail gel glue leaves a tacky layer, so you don't want to leave that uncovered or unwiped and tacky, or else you're going to get lint that really sticks to it. Flip the nail around and inspect all the areas to make sure the gel fully covered everything, and then cure it in your nail lamp for a full 60 seconds. Once that's fully cured, you can go in and apply a gel top coat to seal in the cuticle area, or you can apply any other nail enhancement that you would like. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!